He put a car in the Donnie, 27 racks on the pony. He put 27 racks on the pony. He really burning that on me. I get the money repeat. I could do this in my sleep. I just spent some money on a brand new NFT.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? My fellow VV OGs and my Omi homies. It's your bromie, the Gale. Back at it again with episode 4 of Significant Purchases. Well, before we even get into the content, I'm going to answer your question because I already know you wondering where that track came from. You could look no further than my bromie, Non-Fungible Wonderful. He just came out with the track titled I Got NFTs, and you know it slaps hard. You know, I need that bumping in my, as soon as the my vault doors open up, I need to hear that track every time I walk into my vault. So Comey, if you're watching this, I need you to make it happen, please. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, go ahead and give Non-Fungible Wonderful a subscribe. He's doing this thing out here in the VV streets, and yeah, shout out to Non-Fungible Wonderful. It's wonderful. But back to the program. In today's video, we are going to talk about this guy in the corner right here, Mr. Fumo. So, I'm going to go over a brief history of Fumo, and then I'm basically just going to tell you why I made the purchase, why I purchased 7 Fumos. Okay, so that's going to be that, short and sweet, and we're going to call it a day. So, yeah, let's get into it. One more quick shout out before we get into the content. We're at my Instagram page here at VV the Gale, and I just wanted to shout out Rezo Tattoos for this cool piece of artwork. He took the time to make this out for your boy, for your bromie. He didn't have to do that, but this is my first fan art right here, so I appreciate that. So shout out to Rezo Tattoos. Go ahead and give him a follow on Instagram. Appreciate that. It says Gale. If you can't tell, let me just right there. Hold it still for 2 seconds. Okay, cool. Shout out to Rezo Tattoos. Appreciate you, bromie. All right, now let's get into the content. All right, so we are on fandom, Tokidoki fandom wiki.com, Fumo, here we go. Fumo, gender, male, race, unicorno, main color, black, pattern, gray, series 1. Fumo is one of the founding unicornos, the 10th and final unicorno of the original Unicorno Series 1. This set was unveiled and released in 2013. So 2013 might be a serial you want to look out for, a mint number you want to look out for. He makes appearances in many of the spin-off series. Due to him being a part of the oldest series, there is a lot of merchandise based on him. From plushies to artwork, he is also a huge fan favorite and is highly sought after. He is loosely based on a gothic theme. So, I read some interesting things there. He is one of the founding unicornos. He makes many appearances because he is one of the founding members. He's a huge fan favorite and highly sought after, and he's based off a gothic theme. So, that is your boy Fumo in a nutshell. Moving on. So this next part is a clip from a Clubhouse chat from a few days ago. Some of you might have already heard it in one of my previous videos, but I'm going to play it again for people who may not have heard it. And it's good to hear it again because sometimes you need to hear something a few times for it to sink in and really click. So here we go.
I want to let people know they're really underestimating the Tokidoki fan base. I worked at Yogurtland for about 3 years, and we did a Tokidoki promotion one time. And those fans are crazy. Like you can go on. I'm on the Tokidoki Reddit now. I started collecting real life unicornos now.
Nice.
But yeah, I like trade them across Reddit and stuff. So that's really cool. But yeah, the Tokidoki fan base is crazy, and they're like cultish. So right now they're like really against the digital just because it's so new, and you know a lot of the crypto heads scare them away with their 10 times price points on the market. So right now they're just really kind of ultimately just kind of hating on it because they don't want to pay so much for it. But once it becomes more mainstream, those Tokidoki fans are gonna be all over this. And some of them,
Absolutely.
once I showed that Ritmo, a lot of them came through and they're like, wow, this is actually cool.
Nice. Look, and that's just one example, right? That's one example, one brand, one fan base who are yet to make this transition. And you've got the weight of Simone, the artist, behind the product. You know, he's promoting it on his Instagram. He's putting his artwork out there. He's excited about it. It doesn't take much to change the narrative to the positive there.
Okay, so after hearing that bit of information, I thought I would go over to my eBay app and see what people have been buying Fumo for. So I typed in Fumo Series 1, and then we're gonna go to the filter, and we're gonna scroll down to the sold items so we know what's already been purchased, and we're gonna go to the highest price to see what's the highest people have been willing to pay. So the first one we see is a rare Fumo, went for $500 on May 23rd, 2021. This is a Fumo that sold for, looks like $499, but we'll scroll down. Somebody paid $300 for a physical version of Fumo, a rare vinyl figure. Someone else paid nearly $300 on March 27th, 2021. Somebody paid $219 on March 11th. Somebody paid $200 for a high mint VV Fumo. Let's see. Someone paid $188 for another vinyl physical, $179 for physical vinyl. And then we have ranges from $145 to $165, all VV Fumos, most likely high mints. Yep, $3,060. And then we got $140, $140, $137, $130, $130, $120, $110, $109, $107. So basically, now they're hovering around $100 here. So on the high end, people are paying, $300 for the physical, and even $200 for the VV version. So then now we'll go over to the VV app and see what's happening. Okay, so now we are in the VV marketplace, and we are in the Tokidoki Series 1 category set, and there's 167 Fumos available for purchase on the secondary market. So the filter is set for low to high, so the lowest Fumo currently is a 48.98 at a low mint. Actually, I'm gonna have to buy that right after I finish making this movie. But so as you can see, they're ranging from 40 to 50 on the very low end. And let's go into the details real quick. So let's see here. The drop date was January 21st, 2021, this year. There are 3,500 editions. So that is what we're going to focus on right now. And you know that VV takes about 40, the top 40, or top 30 to 40. So there's even less than that. So let's say 3,450 is out there. So that is a very low mint. If you recall what the guy was saying, I believe his name is Crane, about the Tokidoki people being like cult-like, and people underestimating the Tokidoki fan base. You got to believe that there's more than 3,500 people out there who knows about Tokidoki and who wants a Fumo. If you recall what I read on the Wiki fandom, they said that Fumo is highly sought after, and he's in a lot of series. He's in a lot of spin-offs because he's one of the founding Unicornos, Series 1. Like the first Unicornos ever that Simone Legno created and released. So with that being said, you also got to understand that people are trying to complete sets out here. And let me go to Ritmo real quick. There's only 58 of him left, right? Let's just go into the details. There's only 1,500 editions that are ever going to be out there. So that means only 1,500 people will ever be able to complete the sets. So let's take out 1,500 from the equation. Yeah, I'm sorry. That didn't sound right when I said it. Equation. So that leaves us with 2,500 remaining. Now I've seen pictures and stuff of people, and there's people that's holding multiples. As you can see here, I have 7 myself. So what I'm trying to say is, when the real Tokidoki fan base finds out about Vivi, and when they finally learn what an NFT is and how cool it is and how legit they are, how each one is unique and you own it and stuff like that, they're going to FOMO hard, fear of missing out. They're going to want to get what they missed out on, especially when Ikomi and Vivi drops Tokidoki Series 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Those are probably going to be easier for them to get, and they're going to start looking back at Series 1 like, oh, I got to get Series 1 now. But like I said, there's only 167 left out of 3,500. And you see that people are already paying $200 to $300 for the physical version, which is a inferior model, if you ask me. NFTs are like the next big thing. You're going to be able to play video games with them, customize them. You can take pictures with them anywhere you want, etc., etc. So I said all that to say that Fumo is going to be in high demand. That is my opinion. But it's all adding up to that fact. I forgot to mention that Fumo is a first appearance, which is important. So let's go over here to DC Cover Girls. I want to make a point. And let's go to Supergirl. She's the ultra rare in this drop. So she was just recently selling for like 130, 140, and somebody caught on, and now the price is nearly 200 for the floor. So let's look at her details. There's 3,800 of her, and she's the ultra rare. Fumo has 3,500 editions, and he's an uncommon. So the market is pretty illogical right now. Fumo should be going for 200. In my opinion, Fumo should be going for $150 to $200 a Fumo. He has less than Supergirl. Now I know Supergirl is DC, and maybe that name holds a little more weight, but if we are underestimating the Tokidoki fan base, like the guy said, then Fumo is severely undervalued. He's going for 50 gems on the low right now. So that's a clear come up. If you can have a little foresight and hold and wait a little longer for Vivi to get more exposure, I think that's an instant profit. So that's just my take on the situation. We don't really have collectors on the app right now, so the prices are not where they should be. Yeah, that's. I guess that's all I got to say about that. You do the math. You see if that makes sense to you, and yeah. All right. Okay, so let's take a quick gander at my Fumos. I have 7, like I said before. I didn't realize that I had 2020 or 2121. Well, I knew I had 2121, but what I didn't realize was that the drop date is January 21 of 2021. So I think that's a significant mint number right there, 2121. Plus, it's a repeating number. That might be somebody's number down the line. So I think that's a keeper for sure. And yeah, here's the rest. All high mints. But I don't think that'll matter in the long run. Oh yeah, somebody messaged me on Instagram asking about, like, should I prioritize low mints over high mints? I know we've been preaching that lately, low mint, sub 100, but we're so early. That's just like icing on the cake. Having any of these NFTs right now is a win. If you can complete a set with the highest, with a high mint, just complete the set. It doesn't really matter, in my opinion. Obviously, go for as low as a mint as you can, but those high mints start to get expensive, and you can buy 2 or 3 collectibles with what you pay for a high mint. So yeah, don't break the bank trying to get low mints. You can get whatever mint you want. especially if it completes a set for you. So I just thought I'd say that. But yeah, I think I want to try to get 10 Fumos. That way, you know, whatever the floor is in the future, like let's say it hits 100, that's $1,000 worth of Fumos. I think 10 is a solid number. So yeah, this is my collection right here. I forgot to mention that I bought I bought 6 out of my 7 Fumos at a regular price because I was here early enough to do that. So I purchased these on March 14th. I found the app on March 12th, so just thought I'd mention that for the record. So that's the video, my friends. If you made it this far, the gal thanks you. Yeah. So this video wasn't really necessarily trying to convince you to buy any Fumos. I'm just going through my thought process when I look to buy things. Like, that is what I see. That is why I have 7 Fumos. I could be very wrong, or I could be extremely right. Time will tell, as it always does. But yeah, we are so early. I can't emphasize that enough. I don't even think I understand how early we are. I just understand that we're early, so I am holding everything. That is why I have 244 collectibles, because I've only sold one thing in the marketplace, and that was just to test it out. I want to see what comes with the Master Collector program. I want to see what's coming, so I'm taking a chance, and I'm just holding everything that I buy. That way, I won't have any regrets like, oh man, I shouldn't have sold that. I can't believe I sold that. I have everything that I bought except for one Korra Mermicorno. So yeah. So with that being said, I am not a financial advisor. I'm no expert. I'm just your friendly neighborhood genius who is learning as he goes. But I do pick up on things quite quickly, so that's something to take note of. But I'm just sharing my opinions with you guys because this is fun for me, and I hope it's fun for you guys. This should not be stressful, even though it's an investment. This is like one of the most fun investments I can think of. So, yeah. Thank you again for watching. Peace out and hodl, friends. I think we need to ride out to that NFT song. So, yeah, we're gonna ride out to that song.
I just spent some money on a brand new NFT. I got crypto keys, yeah, that's why they envy me. Glow, then I skirt off like a brand new SRT. I got NFTs, I got NFTs, I got NFTs, I got NFTs. Baby, I'm no fungible, it's wonderful to me. Say a little bit ringing, cause the money calling me. I got NFTs, I got NFTs, I got NFTs, I got NFTs. Not fungible, wonderful, got pineapples on me. Pineapple the gang, and it's pineapple the tea.